can you still buy a cheap home in Palm Springs? So here's the truth for 2026. Cheap homes in Palm Springs, is that even a real thing? Because if you've been Googling it, you probably landed on listings that make you wonder, wait, is this a garage or a closet that someone put a bed in? But here's what most people don't know. Right now, in 2026, there are actually more affordable options in Palm Springs and the Coachella Valley than we've seen in years. Prices are down, inventory is up, buyers have more leverage than they've had in a long time. I'm Daniela Parker, by the way, your Palm Springs relocation realtor. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what cheap means in Palm Springs, where to look, and what price points to expect. And I'll give you the honest truth about what you're getting for the money. No fluff, no filter. So let's go. Before we dive in, if you are thinking about relocating to Palm Springs or anywhere in the Coachella Valley, this channel is for you. I cover everything from neighborhoods to market updates to what it's actually like to live here full-time like I do. So hit subscribe so you don't miss the videos that could seriously save you money, especially in a market like this. And stick around to the end because I'm going to tell you the one mistake buyers make when shopping for affordable homes in Palm Springs that ends up costing them way more in the long run. So let's talk about the real state of the market. And that goes, obviously, let's talk about real numbers because context is everything. Right now in Palm Springs, the median home price sits around $650,000. That sounds like a lot. And yeah, for the classic mid-century modern with a pool and mountain views, it is. But here's what's changed. Prices are actually down about 4% compared to last year. So homes are sitting on the market a little bit longer, on average of about 94 days, and inventory has grown by over 24% year over year. 24%. What does that mean for you as a buyer? It means you have options. It means you have negotiating power. And it means that if you know where to look, you can absolutely find a home in Palm Springs for under $300K, and in some cases, well under that. Now, let me be real with you. Under $300,000 in Palm Springs, it's not going to get you the 3-bedroom home with a private pool on a fee simple land right in the heart of downtown. I just want to make that clear. I'm going to be honest about what it does get you. That's the point of this video. But here's the thing. For buyers who are flexible, who are open to condos, who are willing to look slightly outside of central Palm Springs, this is actually a really interesting moment. What does cheap actually mean in Palm Springs? So let's define our price brackets because cheap is relative, right? Under 100K, yes, this exists. There are currently around 58 properties listed under $100,000 in Palm Springs. Most of these are mobile homes in the 55 plus communities, raw land lots, and properties needing significant work. So if you're an investor or someone who wants to build, there are some interesting land deals here in the desert. But for move-in ready primary residents, this range is really tough. Now let's look at the 100K to a 200K. This is where you start to see condos coming into play. Communities like Palm Springs Villas have units listed around 179K. I've sold a few in there. These are gated communities with pools, spas, mountain views, covered parking, tennis courts. And yes, they need some updating sometimes, but you own real estate in Palm Springs for under 200K, and that's not nothing. Now, if we look at the 200,000 to the 300,000, this is the sweet spot for affordable Palm Springs living. Right now, there are around 100 homes listing in this range. So you're looking at 1 to 2 bedroom condos, some of them totally updated in communities with serious amenities. I've seen 1950s, 60s architecture come up in this range, updated kitchens, mountain views, resort style pools. And this is where I tell my buyers, if you have flexibility on size and you are okay with a condo lifestyle, the 200 to 300K in Palm Springs is really exciting right now. Now, the most affordable neighborhood to buy in, you ask. Well, let's talk where to look, because location matters more than almost anything else in this market and in general in real estate, but especially now. So let's look at Desert Park Estates. This is one of my favorite neighborhoods for value. It's on the north side of Palm Springs, and it's one of the most affordable areas in the city. You get larger lots, more modern builds, and you're still in Palm Springs, great for buyers who want space without the premium price tag. Let's put it that way. Then let's look into Sunrise Park, Palm Springs Villas. This area consistently comes up when people search for affordable Palm Springs condos. The Palm Springs Villas 1 and 2 are two different complexes. They have units starting around the $200K and a little bit under. It's a gated community, Palm Springs Villa 2. There are 6 pools, beautiful mountain views, close to CV Link and hiking trails. It's not glamorous, but it's legitimately affordable to Palm Springs living. Now, if we look into Rocket Club Estates, this neighborhood is having a moment. It's got that classic Palm Springs mid-century vibe, it's close to downtown, and prices are still relatively accessible compared to neighborhoods like Old Las Palmas or Vista Las Palmas. So if you want architectural character at a lower entry point, you have to look here. Let's go into Cathedral City, technically a separate city, but right next door to Palm Springs. And the price difference is significant. Cathedral City is one of the most affordable communities in the Coachella Valley. You got more house for your money. You're minutes from everything Palm Springs has to offer. And the community has been investing a lot in arts, dining, and local culture. So for first-time buyers and young families, this is worth a serious look. I will look into Cathedral City anytime. Now let's talk about Desert Hot Springs, and this is the most affordable entry point in the greater Palm Springs area. Home prices here are dramatically lower. You can find single-family homes for under $300,000. The downside is you're a bit further out, and it's a totally different vibe than Palm Springs. But for investors, for remote workers, for people who want to, stretch their dollar, Desert Hot Springs is on the lot for people's radar right now. Now, let's talk about one that's really interesting, North Palm Springs. There's been a lot of effort to refresh North Palm Springs, and it's one of the cheapest parts of the city. So if you're watching the market, North Palm Springs is worth watching for deals as well. This is the part most real estate videos skip. I'm going to tell you the real stuff. Thing number 1, land lease versus fee simple. This is huge, and a lot of buyers don't understand it until it's too late. So in Palm Springs, a significant number of homes, especially condos and some single-family homes, are built on land leased. And this means you own the structure, but not the land underneath it. Land lease homes are almost always cheaper, but the lease payments can be substantial. They can increase over time as well and can complicate financing. Now, many of these leases have been renewed and extended, and it's not necessarily a deal breaker, but you have to know what you're buying. Always ask, is this fee simple or land lease? Thing number 2, HOA fees add a lot to the affordable condos in Palm Springs. They all come with HOA fees ranging from $300 to $700 plus per month, and that affects your total monthly payment significantly. A condo listed at $180,000 with a $550 a month HOA might cost you more monthly than a 1,000 home without an HOA. So you have to run the full numbers. Thing number 3, the heat. I love Palm Springs. I live here, but summers are brutal, regularly over 110. That means air conditioning costs are real. Factor in utility bills when you're budgeting, especially in all the buildings that may not be as energy efficient. Things number 4, short-term rental rules. A lot of buyers get excited about buying a cheap Palm Springs condo and turning it into Airbnb, and the city has gotten stricter about short-term rental permits. Some communities and HOAs explicitly prohibit them, and if that's your plan, make sure the property actually allows it before you buy. Who is actually buying affordable Palm Springs home right now? I want to paint a picture for you of who's actually buying in this price range because it might resonate. So I work with a lot of people who are relocating from expensive coastal cities, LA, San Francisco, Seattle, Newport Beach, and when they see what $250,000 gets them in Palm Springs versus what it gets them in those markets, it's a different conversation entirely. I also work with retirees and people approaching retirement who want to be in a warm, sunny, active community without spending $800,000 on a home. So the affordable condos here check a lot of boxes. No maintenance, you have resort amenities, beautiful weather, and then there are the investors, people who want to get into the Palm Springs market at an accessible price point, either for long-term rental income or just as appreciating asset. So the market is telling you something right now. Prices are soft, days on the market are up, and sellers are negotiating. So if you have been on the fence about buying in Palm Springs, I genuinely think this is one of the best and better windows we've had in several years. So, can you find cheap homes for sale in Palm Springs? Absolutely yes. But cheap requires contest, and it requires you to know what you're looking at. So if you want help navigating this market, whether you're looking under $300,000 or up to $1 million, I'd love to be your resource. I'm a relocation specialist. I know this valley inside and out. I've been here 20 years. And I'm not going to waste your time. So there's a link in the description to my Palm Springs relocation guide. It's completely free and it's packed with everything you need to know about buying and living here and all the neighborhoods we talked about. And if you want to talk directly, my number and email are down below, or simply scan the QR code right here with any phone. And if this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. It seriously helps other buyers find this info. And you can subscribe if you want to keep getting the real talk on Palm Springs real estate. I see you in the next one.